Alright. Hi everyone. It's been a while. We are just gonna be here, playing some, Fallout 4, some Settlements 2, building Spectacle Island up for the Outpost plan contest. So that's gonna be fun. I'm just sharing my links right now in some of the discords for the SS2 community. If you're not already a member and you want to be one, hit me up. I got the links. I got the good shit. And yeah, it should be fun. So keep in mind, I start at level 3 and I build down because I found that that is just kind of like the best way for me. I've tried both ways. I've tried both ways. Cause I'm bi, get it? No, so I've tried both ways and it I don't know. I'm not I prefer starting from level 3 and like because half of the battle for me is just figuring out what it is that I actually want to build here, and like getting a feel for the space, trying to come up with a plan and all that. And so I like to figure out where it is that I'm going and then sort of build backwards from there. So from there I'll be like, okay, like what can I take out for like my level 2? What can I take out for my level 1? And what's my level 0 gonna look like? So keep in mind I'm starting at level 3, which is why this thing is gonna be so fucking big. So let me just show you around. This is, what I've been working on. As you can see, there are seams here for the water, because I'm trying to figure out a way to like make sort of like a river water feature going through the middle. But it's very hard. It's very difficult because it's all just like these squares to work with. And obviously this is like not flat, even terrain. And I would like to, keep the terrain generally the same. I don't want to do like a lot of terraforming here. I can. There is going to be a bit of that, the Z fighting, because it just is. I have worked so long on this fucking octagon. It's not a hexagon. It's not a hexagon. I thought it was that I built a hexagon, but I did not. I built an octagon, which is, counting. Counting is hard. Have a oil rig thingy here. One thing that I'm excited about with Spectacle is just the fact that I can, I can use a lot of these big build pieces that I wouldn't normally get to use in a settlement. Like I'd feel like, oh, like it's just too big to really justify the use of the space. When instead I could focus on, I don't know, slapping a 3x3 down. But here, because there is an abundance of space, I can really, go ham. I can liberally use these like big ass build pieces that I wouldn't normally get to. Like, for example, I've wanted to use this fucking lighthouse forever, and I've never really been able to. I've never really been able to use the lighthouse, and now I can. It's very exciting. And as you can see, I, did some fun stuff with like lighting, because if I could actually get like a lighthouse effect in here, that'd be real cool. But I don't think there's not. I thought about maybe doing like spotlights or something inside of it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll come back to it. I built like a little concrete pier structure out here. Whee! And it goes all the way around like the front. Because basically, so all of this season is about Outpost in my mind, Spectacle Island makes sense as like this big sort of stronghold, like outpost. Like, I want to say naval outpost, but I also have like some helicopter or vertibird, I guess, landing pads um over here. This is covering up the big giant ship with all of the little shipping containers in it because you can't scrap those. So, you know, I think it's honestly kind of gonna be like a mix of everything. There's gonna be some naval based stuff, there's gonna be some Air Force based stuff, there's gonna be some like army training stuff. There's gonna be, you know, barracks and supplies and all that good shit. It's just kind of gonna be a bit of a catch-all. A lot of it is going to be decorative because, as you can see, this is a big settlement. There's a lot of space. I mean, the settlement is literally so big that it is broken in the vanilla game. It luckily Workshop Framework, I tested it thoroughly. And by thoroughly, I mean I tested it twice. 1 second. Sorry guys, BRB. Sorry about that, my food just arrived, so I needed to grab it. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I stole that's a straw. Oh, right. Here I am. I am back. Okay, so yeah, thinking catch-all, a little bit of all the training, lots of space, literally so big that it's broken in vanilla, because it is bigger than five like cells, like 5 U-grids, whatever the fuck it's called. And so, but I mean, luckily Workshop Framework seems to fix it. I tested the power grid by just like building generators at one side and then like stringing lights across all of it with wires, and then going from like the furthest side of the island to the other furthest side of the island and checking the power grid the whole time, and it didn't break. So I think it's good. I think it will not be broken. And you know, the resources will stay stable. There won't be any problems with like things unloading, because now Workshop Framework has these like persistent logs that keep track of things like that. All the like settlement resources and power objects and yeah, all that shit. Anywho, so what I was working on before was literally just like I was working on this water feature earlier, but I'm gonna show you, I guess, the inside of the building first. It's just a big empty building right now. I do not have anything inside of it because I am still working on it. Do I really not have a door that goes into here? That was a fucking oversight on my part. Really? Well, you know, I can certainly fix that. Yeah, there we go. Maybe get rid of this guy. I think I should get rid of this guy. I can put a door here. I have probably spent close to... See, like, if I look at my game, it'll say that I've spent like 30 hours on this so far. But I know that's probably not accurate because I've left the game running and just like forgotten about it, or, you know, fallen asleep or whatever. So I don't know exactly how much time I spent on this. Definitely, I would say like 10 hours for sure. Given how big of a structure this is and how much time I've spent finagling all the little pieces into place, I would not be surprised if I had hit the 20-hour mark just on what I have so far alone. And I definitely need to... This is all gonna get covered up. I'm gonna like put stuff here so that there's not just random bushes inside. I definitely still need to, you know, actually populate this place. We're already at half of the build budget, and that's just all structural work. So like now is probably about the time that I would start filling in the settlement. But I still have to kind of figure out what to do with certain places. For example, I would like to rebuild this house. That being said, I've played with this house before trying to quote-unquote repair it, and it turned out so fucking ugly. I hate it. I hate every second of it because, you know, it's like, just look at all this unscrappable shit. It's honestly awful. And anytime you try to rebuild things like this, there just is not anything in the WRK or the vanilla kit that matches the existing structure super well. Like, I've tried, what was I doing? I think I was using the medium blue. See, like, I've tried with these pieces to try and make it work, but even then, it really does not look good. It does not line up well. Nothing snaps. And then even when you build it, there's still just like a bunch of this garbage on the inside. And then, you know, you're able to snap part of it, but then the other part won't snap, and you kind of just have to manually do it. So I might go through the trouble of rebuilding, quote unquote, this frickin' house. I don't know how interesting that would be gameplay wise, but that is literally what I will do. I mean, if any of y'all caught my Red Rocket stream, this is literally what we do as builders, is we will just sit here and like finely tune the exact rotation of everything, because that is like crack to us. I am going to open up my food real quick. I have a little fruit cup here that I want to dig into because, I'm trying to be healthier and, having fruit is a part of that. Unfortunately, me being super gay is not the kind of fruit that I need in order to, you know, sustain myself and be healthy and all that shit. See, it doesn't match the exact blue, and there are literally no build pieces that match this exact blue. And so another thing I could do is I could purposely try to make it look like, yeah, they're rebuilding it on purpose, not try to blend it in, because there are no pieces to be able to blend it in. Which, for sure is something that I've done before. It is a choice that I have made. But I don't know, I just always like it if I can make it match and look seamless. That's something that I really enjoy as a builder. You know, part of the joy that I have with building in this sort of environment, a contest environment where we're not allowed to use these, like, any sort of scrap mods, and you have to work with all this random shit in the pre-combines, is the challenge of it. One thing that I've noticed other builders do, whether that be like people actually working on SS2, or just other you know, city planners like myself, is you get really good at hiding a lot of this garbage that you can't delete. And I personally really enjoy the challenge of that. Recently with my Hangman's Alley build, I mean, it took fucking forever, but I was really happy and really impressed with my own work and, like, really proud of it in terms of hiding the junk that was there. It took a lot of fine maneuvering, but I was able to hide a lot of that garbage that you just can't delete. And to me, that, you know, it takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of time, and I was just super happy because that's something that I've always wanted to do. Is I've always wanted to do my own take on Hangman's Alley, and I've, you know, having joined the community relatively late, I did not really have that as a thing, you know? No, so what actually works better here is the warehouse pieces. Yeah, they match the wood here better. Hit wood. Yeah, you sort of just have to, like, eyeball it when it comes to these things. So, like, there's parts of it where it's like, oh yeah, that repairs super nicely, and then you get to this shit, and you're like, what am I even supposed to do with that? It's no bueno. It's not fun. 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. And then it's like, why won't you snap here? Just snap. But doesn't want to snap. So, you know, fuck me, I guess, right? Ooh, What? Okay. Bethesda, why? Do you notice that too? It's like vertical here, and then it's literally horizontal, the wood slats everywhere else in the building. Oh my god. Because fuck me, am I right? Okay. God, there's just so much unscrappable garbage here. I was hi, chef. I was talking to some other builders, and that was one of the things that they talked about. Like, one of the things that they were frustrated with Spectacle Island is just, like, how much unscrappable shit there is. And, you know, ideally, this will be sort of like a Hangman's Alley scenario where you hide it. You very carefully and like masterfully and skillfully hide all of the garbage that you can't delete. But that takes a level of patience and time that I don't know if I have it right now. If I had a while to play with it and, was like everything was going super peachy keen in my life otherwise, maybe I would have that, but I do not have that right now. See, I was hoping that this might be like a better color match, but that rust is just way too orange, and the lines aren't going in the right direction, and... Isn't building fun? Building is just so fun, so great, so wonderful. I'm gonna eat more of my fruit cup and think really, really hard about this. Hello, Kaz. I'm just eating a fruit cup and thinking really hard about this. If you listen real closely, you can hear the sound of my 4 brain cells rubbing really hard together. And, just trying to make a spark. Ugh. Whoa. I think I ate part of the orange rind and it's super bitter. I don't like that. Yeah, right? The Spectacle Island house is so fucking hard. And I also love restoring things. That is also my favorite thing to do. And I just can't. Like, with other things, you have more structure to work with. You have more, like, scrappable shit. There is a close wood panel in the coast section? Really? Really? I don't think there is. I don't believe you. I do not remember seeing one there. I think you're lying to me, Kez. Are these what you're talking about? The barn walls that are painted? Because, like, you're not wrong, these are close, but they're not blue. Like, I do like these, and I have used these pieces to rebuild, like, vanilla assets that we don't have the build pieces for in the past. Because they're pretty, generic, I guess. Like, they kind of blend in really well with these sorts of house structures. If we had a blue barn, that would maybe help. The blue barn. Damn, my chat is going like really slow. I'm just now reading Kez saying your brain cells sound like fruit cup. Which is interesting because I put the stream settings on like they used to be on normal and now they're on like low latency. So I like specifically chose to sacrifice video quality so that if people popped into chat, I'd be able to actually respond. But apparently, YouTube decided, haha, fuck you. And, you know, that obviously didn't work the way that I wanted it to. I think I'm just gonna try to go with these guys. Hard. Like wood. Yeah, wood. See, like, what the fuck, Bethesda? Why? Why this? Why? Why would... Like, this is just, like, not gonna work. It's not the right... It's not the right size. That's what she said. Damn it, Kez, you brought the horny with you. And, of course, it's not gonna be, you know, the right height. I was gonna do something. I, like a fucking goldfish. I forgot what I was gonna do. I think it was this. Maybe if I wish hard enough, this will work. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm literally hating every second of rebuilding this house. Why do I do this? Why do I do this? No, it's crooked. I bet it's still gonna be fucking crooked. Bethesda, why? Why? There are really some pieces in here that should be scrappable. It makes, like, I understand that there are, you know, that there are some things that, you know, it really wouldn't make sense that you'd be able to scrap them. I don't know. For instance, like, this concrete structure right here doesn't really make sense that you'd be able to scrap that, because how the fuck would you in the apocalypse? But like this random like wood shit and debris, you should be able to scrap that. And I get that's not how the game engine works, like it's all just like pre-combined shit, but logically, you should be able to. Apparently this is gonna be a V shit talks the whole time stream. Because I am just about up to here with this Bethesda nonsense, and I didn't even play Starfield. Okay, so that probably suggests that my tolerance for bullshit is pretty limited. Yeah, the chat is definitely lagging because I am reading all sorts of shit very late. Makes me very sad. I wonder if I can fix that somehow. Oh yeah, I'm like fucking 7 minutes behind on the chat for some reason. I just turned on timestamps in OBS. Bruh. Should I just like pull it up and... Yeah, there we go. If I just pull it up in the YouTube studio, then I can actually do it. Oh, bye, chef. Bethesda didn't think anything through and just added what would be cool. Yeah. I mean, imagine a game dev studio actually thinking about things that they put into the game. Like, we can't ask that of them. Like, Todd Howard's brain would just break. His poor little chess club brain. Am I gonna get demonetized for bullying Todd Howard? Not that I'm monetized in the fucking first place, but... in a theoretical world where I am, is that a possibility? Is Todd Howard going to send me a cease and desist? This is probably a bad idea. Is this a bad idea? This is probably a bad idea. No? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's working out just okay. I immediately regret saying that. There we go. I think that's vaguely the level that they're at. Why isn't... This makes me sad. Oh my god, is... Really? Parent fuckingly. Speaking of Lee, do any of you guys ever go back and just replay old games for nostalgia's sake? Because I recently decided that I wanted to try replaying The Walking Dead Season 1 just because I was really trying to find a game to play. Nothing was really hitting it for me. So I'm like, fuck it, let's try going on a nostalgia trip. First of all, just speaking towards design choices in video games, that game, the graphics have held up extremely well because of the comic book style. You, like, apart from, like, if I was just judging it based off of the graphics alone, I would be like, you could have told me that that game came out yesterday, and I would have believed you. Because literally, you cannot tell. The graphics do not age it in any way, shape, or form. Unlike this, like, hyper-realistic crap that people try to do. And secondly, yeah, just the thing that did kind of age it was, the game, like some of the gameplay mechanics where you're just kind of like walking around from point A to point B to interact with things, which I feel like is becoming less of a thing in games nowadays. They're, you know, really cutting out some of that, you know, I guess like fluff in a way. Anywho, I bring that up because Lee was the, you know, he's the protagonist. And God, I forgot just like how, I don't know, just sweet his and Clementine's relationship is. I really, like, they really went hard on the whole, like, single dad with a daughter vibe, and they did great with it. Still sad about what happened to Telltale, because, you know, we're never gonna get another Walking Dead from them, but at least, or another game in general. I mean, they also did, like, Wolf Among Us, which was great, but I guess at least we were able to see, like, the end of that story. It's not like some other, you know, the worst case scenario would have, and it's happened before with things, is that we just never get to know what the end of the story would have been. Because, you know, the studio goes under before they get to finish. At least they were able to finish. I already hate this. I'm gonna have more fruit cup. Fruit cup, fruit cup, fruit cup, fruit cup. I don't think Telltale came back. No. I mean, I could be totally wrong, but I don't think Telltale came back. I'm gonna check real quick. They did come back? What the fuck? Hold on. Holy shit, they did come back. They announced the Wolf Among Us 2? That's insane. I didn't know that Telltale came back. That's crazy. I thought they just went away forever. Apparently I'm just a dum-dum and I don't read the news. Imagine reading. Damn, I didn't know that there was Telltale Games, like, development studio T. What the fuck? That's wild, cuz. Hmm. I am gonna need this to... Can I not do it from here? Really? Wow. Wow. Okay. I think I'm gonna need another one of those up here. Oh, my object snapping was turned off. That's fun. Oh, that's probably why. For the corners. And then, of course, sometimes it just doesn't want to fucking snap. See, normally with these sorts of, like, rebuild things, it gets relatively easy because you can just snap things together through the pre-combines or through the terrain. And then, like, that snapping does most of the work for you. Having to manually do all this shit makes rebuilding this fucking house like pulling teeth. It's honestly like worse than watching paint dry, than watching grass grow, than I don't know. Literally anything. Oh my god. How come? Because I didn't. Everything's fine. Everything's great. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool. We're part of a team. Everything is awesome. Living the dream. I'm gonna fucking rage. No, it's one class in D&D that I've ever played before. A barbarian. I should do that at some point. That'd be fun. That might be a fun way to explore my anger in a, you know, safe setting with some pals in a healthy way instead of just randomly growling at the Fallout 4 hit game for PC and Xbox. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool and you're part of a team. Everything is awesome. Living the dream. Everything is awesome. Everything is... It's sorry, it's stuck in my head now. Those are my 4 brain cells battling for dominance. No one tell them, my brain cells that is, that in order to function properly as they're supposed to, they're actually supposed to, you know, work in pairs, at least pairs, to communicate information across synapses. No one tell them that, okay? They are just doing their own little thing. Is it me or is this not moving? It's just me. So yeah, welcome to the stream where I try to build a blue house for 4 hours straight. Hope y'all enjoy. Flash Gordon. The fuck is Flash Gordon? You know, at a certain point, you just kind of gotta say good enough. It looks so bad. I literally hate it. I literally hate it. I eat more fruit cup. Fruit cup. Flash Gordon is a Queen song? I've never heard it. However, I have heard the bicycle, bicycle, I want to ride my bicycle, 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 I want to ride my bicycle. That one. That one's a good one. Who could forget the iconic bicycle song? It's all over, but the crying. Nobody's crying but me. Friends all over, I'm trying to forget about how much I care for you. It's over, but I'm dreaming. The music video has naked ladies. Well, shit. I need to see that music video. I want to ride my bicycle, want to ride my bike. Now that's fun stuck in my head. Welcome to the stream, where B builds a blue house for 4 hours, and y'all are subjected to my intrusive thoughts. How to annoy everyone in one stream. Doctors can't believe it. Bruh, it doesn't fit. That's what she said. Ah, fuck. Fuck a duck and fuck cunt shit. Fuck. Everything's fine. See, if I make it blend in with this, then it doesn't show up there. And that makes me really sad. Why would Todd Howard do this to me, personally? Bruh. It's also not the right size, which makes me very sad. Hey, you said scale up, but I started doing it before I saw it. 'Cause it's like we're sharing the same brain cell. Amazing. What did I scale that up to? Fuck, hang on. 140. I wanna know how your fucking sanctuary build is going, Kez. But I also know that you have to run to work at some point, so if you don't have time to chat now, that is totally okay. But I am very curious. Because it's been a while since I've seen one of your builds, and I'm very excited to see another one. Everyone has such cool takes. You gotta make sure to add a church to Sanctuary to fit your theme of only building at churches. There's a couple of like church plots now. I'm gonna open a box and it has carrot cake in it. Don't judge me. Carrot cake. Carrot cake. Carrot cake cake. Carrot cake. Cream cheese frosting. Carrot cake. Carrot cake. Chaplin from MASH. I haven't seen MASH, I'm sorry. I'm not understanding all of your cool references, Kez. I think this is like... You see how it's kind of like slanted? I think I might be able to kind of finagle it. Of course, given that Bethesda built this, I doubt it is to scale in the first place. Like, I doubt it was ever built with the idea of it being rebuilt in mind. The point being is that things might not be lined up very well in the first fucking place, but... A boy can dream. Tents are cool. Especially... Am I really gonna say that? Yep. Especially morning tents. Ayo. Yeah, Outposts are definitely a different vibe. It's a struggle. It's definitely a struggle. One thing that's nice is that it seems like not everyone needs it to look like an outpost, if that makes sense, because like my Red Rocket definitely did not look like an outpost because it was literally just a garden, and it still made it to top 3. So I think that, you know, there's room for a lot of different styles, so long as, you know, you don't skimp out on the functionality of it. I don't even remember what reference I made, if any, so it's okay, cuz you don't need to understand the reference because I don't even remember making one. Was it about the morning tent? Because that was just a dick joke. That was just a dick joke about Morningwood and like pitching a tent. Because horny. Did y'all see that? Because I did and I hated it. It like isn't lining up nicely. There we go. Wait, shit. What happened? It's still not straight. And, you know, it doesn't have to be straight. It's allowed to be gay, but in this instance, I need it to be straight. I need it to at least pretend to be straight. You know, like, you're going home to conservative family members for the holidays. Like, that kind of straight, where it's at least just, you know, it's just kind of pretending. It's not... Sorry, I'm gonna stop making jokes about being in the closet. I'm gonna eat more carrot cake. Yuck, there was a yucky in there. I don't know what that was. And I did not like it. It had a weird texture. This is literally gonna look like shit. Like, bruh. I hate it. I hate it. I don't want to do it. I'm gonna go back to playing with the water. I have to find some way to make this look like a seamless river. Which, is gonna suck. I don't know how I'm gonna go about doing that, but somehow, I'm sure. That looks cool. The river? Yeah, I'm trying. They added, you know, Chu added these, water placeables that are literally just like a square and then underneath it is water. And yeah, I do think that some rocks where the seams are would help. I did that at, whoops, did that some places earlier. But I'd like to, you know, try to get it close without just tossing rocks on top of it. But that being said, you know, you can really only do so much. Oh my god, please don't. Thank you. Nothing to see here. Just a big giant seam. I hate this little, like, sand thing. I'm just gonna have to put a rock there. Like, I'm not gonna be able to get it to seamlessly blend. I don't know how shitty this is gonna be on people's systems. Like, this might legitimately make people's systems crash, just like layering all the water like this, but fuck it, I'm trying. Imagine me trying. Where does it even go, man? Is that, like... It's so hard to place these, because you really can't tell where anything is. Melt those Xboxes. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, no. I think it's good enough. I like what I did on the other side, where it's just like all these little waterfalls. All these little waterfalls are pretty cool. They make me really happy. I don't know what just happened to them. I picked them up and they disappeared. Like, what the fuck, man? What is happening? I think it, like, failed to render or some shit. I think I already broke shit. Yeah, I like all the little waterfalls here. I just think they're really neat. Like a potato. Look up. See, like, it says it's here. But then I pick it up and it goes bye-bye. Bruh. Wait, I wonder if I use the clear one for this. Oh god. Hang on. I'm just gonna delete those. Let's try again. Yeah, I think I might have used... No, because it didn't say purified water clear. It said purified water. I don't know what happened. It's okay. My computer is chugging so hard right now. Like, why is it broken? Like, is it from the Purified water. Is it from, like, the waterfalls? Is that what's breaking it? I'm very confuzzled. Like, what is happening? Yeah, I'm gonna make this a little smaller. Okay, yeah, now it's definitely fucked. What the fuck, man? I'm sorry that you're sleepy and still having to go to work. That sucks. I don't fucking understand what is going on. I'm trying to figure out what's causing this, like, weird shadow here. Is it that? I think it was that. There's another one down here. Maybe I can kind of like overlap them and then it'll hide the seam? Question mark? I mean, kind of. Oh no, that looks so bad. I'm just gonna have to stick a big rock there or something. Like, man. At a certain point, you just gotta, like, pick and choose your battles with these sorts of things. Love how I say you gotta pick and choose your battles, and I go right back to fighting. The same exact battle. Apparently I chose this one. One thing you gotta be careful of is this. I'll try scaling it down to see if that'll help at all. Probably won't, but you know. You know, they say that insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. I might be a little insane right now. I was trying to finagle these placeable water squares into place. Like, what the fuck, man? Okay, what if instead of that, Alright, see ya, Kez. Thanks for hopping in. What I might try to do is just, like... Maybe I can change this a bit so I'm working with easier terrain. I know that I got it, like, all nice and lined up, but it legitimately doesn't have to go that exact trajectory. I can change it a little bit. One thing that I try to do, now that Ju has taken over the WRK, is that anytime he reports about, like, new things that have been added, I make it a point to, like, add, like, at least one new thing that he has, you know, one new thing that he has added to the WRK. I try to do it every time. And so, for example, my red rocket build was the first time that I explored the retaining walls in the place of water. I've obviously been using a lot of the brick. But yeah, it's super important to me. This time I am using something really cool that he added to the WRK, is these 3x3 green grass terraformers. Well, they're not just 3x3, he added green grass terraformers. So there's a 2x2, there's a 3x3, I think there's a 1x1. And you know, it's super important to me because he takes the time to do it, so I want to make sure that I'm using all the cool shit that he puts in. Just, you know, it's the decent thing to do. And I feel like it also makes me, you know, it challenges me as a builder, and I feel like I'm a better builder for it, as in, like, I'm getting better at building when I challenge myself to use these new pieces, because you know, you never get better if you just stick to doing the same thing over and over and over again. I say as I come out with yet another brick build, but I'm trying. I was playing with concrete earlier, but it just didn't look right. Those, like, I'm such a sucker for brick. Wait, why did I do that? I'm literally such a dumb. I feel like that's gonna go way too far in now. Maybe I should something more like that. Maybe. See, I want it to go around this area, because this area is just kind of, ugh, you know. You know, it might actually help now that I have the water placeables down to just sort of build around. I mean, I thought I was already building around the terrain, but evidently I'm not. Because if I was, the water would be relatively easy to place. Notice I said relatively. I still don't think it would be easy to place, but it would be easier to place than what I'm dealing with right now. if I was building with the terrain. So maybe let's just sort of outline it with the hedges. See what we're working with in terms of the terrain that's already here. Okay, that is fun, and by fun I mean awful. No, 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 stop. Thank you. I think that this area is mostly fine. Man, my pupper's sneezing in the other room. Bless you, pupper. Boy. In case y'all were ever wondering what build pieces we have to work with, it's these ones. These are the build pieces that we have to work with. I feel like it has to kind of pivot out there. So maybe not that build piece, maybe something with a angle to it. I don't think it needs to be that much of an angle though. Maybe this one again. Yeah. There we go. And then I think another straight. I need another piece. Straight one, I think. Oh, it's not even. That's gonna bug me. What can I get rid of? I do think I can replace this. I'm gonna use this guy just because there's not as much like you know, it's a lot more even and straight here, so I don't have to worry about the water showing through. I'm looking for pieces that I can squeeze more together, like they blend in really well. To get rid of some of that space. See what I mean? Look at that. It's not good. I have to make these other pieces taller to make up for it. There we go. Should be good enough for now. Should be able to actually, like, really hide this piece to get rid of that. There we go. That looks much better. I do need to get rid of that, and I'm pretty sure this is one that I placed as well. Let me check. Yeah, it is. Alright, did you see that green? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ah, I can't hide it. Fuck. Wait, can I? Nope. It's still not perfectly even, but what can you do, you know? Fuck. That's not what I meant to do. Oh well. It's fine. I feel like this side is taller than that side. Am I wrong? It is. Maybe we could do something like this. Okay, now that side is way taller. I think this side is just gonna have to be taller because of the terrain that we're working with. I don't think there's really a way around it. I don't like how... I don't like where that curve is. I liked it better when it was here. I need to add something between those two. Think. I haven't even touched my drink yet. In case you were wondering, that's why the hedges are there. To hide this. Think, 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 think. Right here, it gets weird. Let's see if we can fix that now that we have some, the terrain problems dealt with. There we go. I think that worked. Yeah? Yeah, I think that worked. Oh my god, it's almost like I'm a builder or something. Look at that. It looks pretty fucking seamless. I say as I see a seam. And another seam. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Go back. Shh, 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 shh. It's okay. Oh god. I kinda turned down the rotation again. If I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing great, I don't think I have to worry about it anymore, and then I immediately go back to doing the exact same problem. Okay. I think I've done it. I think I did it. Oh, you know what'd be cool? I could get this to line up with like that. So that lines up with that pretty well already. Line it up a little more. But if I could get like this, these things to kind of line up, I think that would look really cool. Yeah. Yeah. That looks good. I like that. So then it's kind of like, you know, like this like continuation of the terrain. I do think I'm gonna need a cliff though, and not the rock. Did I use the short two? No, I used the short one. Oh, I think I scaled it up. Yes. That's good. I like that. Where else do I think could use one of these? I don't really think there's any other like sort of jagged edges here. So I think it'll be okay. Next, I want to, yeah, just like start adding shit. We're gonna need like rocks and, you know, the typical stuff that you would see in like a creek. Where can this guy go? Maybe like here? Yeah. No, this is a boulder. We need like a boulder here. Yeah. I think that looks okay. Yeah. Honestly though, I didn't really realize there's like a big seam there. So maybe I should add another one of these cliff thingies. Hang on, I'm looking at these. Just see if there's anything cool looking. Some crystals. And then I'll go ahead and just add some rocks on top of that, I think. To help disguise it. There we go. Now, some of you might be wondering, V, what is the point of, like, adding this random shit that literally, like, you can barely see under there? And the answer is texture. Texture is the point. Oh, I didn't realize how high this was compared to down here. Is anyone gonna notice? Probably not, but it might be good just to do a little something. Just for good measure. There we go. That looks much better. I am going to just, like, really blow this guy up. Oh god, look at that seam. It's so ugly. I'll cover that shit up. Well, that didn't do much to cover it. Good enough. I could maybe do something like that, but not feeling it. Maybe I just put some more cattails down. I do like these little cattails. No, you can still very clearly see it. I think we're just gonna have to do something like that. Yeah. 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 Hmm. I am still building. Yeah. A lot of it is just trying to figure out what I want to do with this little river here. Yeah, I decided I wanted to add a water feature because there was like this ravine that just sort of went straight through. And I was like, what if water though? This is still my favorite part of it, is this part right here. Um, and then there's just this entire other side that looks completely different. I have gone huge. It's a huge location. This is, I was talking about at the beginning of the stream, but I actually get to use a lot of the build pieces that I feel like are too big to justify how much, like, space they take up, as opposed to, like, slapping down a 3x3. And so I gotta use, like, the lighthouse, and I gotta use some of these, like, big concrete things. Massive pier. I feel like with, you know, like the contest announcement was like, you know, we're going big for this, so I feel like I kind of have to go huge. It's just like part of the location of Spectacle Island and of Sanctuary as well. I need to find a place to put this stick. Stick, stick. Bitches love sticks. Maybe, like, it's just caught up against a rock or something. Except I can't get, like, a good position for it with the terrain being what it is. Maybe it's just hanging out here. Maybe it's just chilling. Yeah. And I don't know, maybe there's, like, one below it. And then, I really don't like how slanted this terrain is in this area. Maybe I'll just do something like, I know you can't really see it, but I put some, like, here's some land under there, so it can, like, go there. I don't think there's a good place for this stick here. Ooh, have fun with your barbecue. Okay, so underneath all of this is sand, so I feel like it just really doesn't make sense to be using some of these green plants that far down. But here, I could definitely still use them. Add, you know, some color and texture and shit. I feel like sandy creeks just have like a bunch of rocks and stuff in them. Maybe I should just go harder on the rocks. Okay, maybe not that big of a rock. I don't know, what's like the deepest part of the water? Maybe I just kind of sink it in. No, I feel like it's small rocks. It doesn't fit there. Some of these. Does that work? I feel like that doesn't work. That doesn't work. Who am I kidding? That doesn't work. I feel like these might work, but can't figure it out. I don't know, I also feel like oceans and like beaches have a lot of smooth rocks. Kinda like my smooth brain. and like driftwood and why is building so hard, man? Hmm. I also feel like rocks tend to kind of cluster, so maybe I should cluster them a bit more together. And have like some debris get caught in them and stuff. I think that looks a little bit better. Hmm. There we go. Hmm. It's really weird what, like, for some reason, it just really does not want to be placed here. Like, it does not want to cooperate with me at all. That might work. No, look at that. That might work. Hmm. Hmm. I think that works. You guys hear my dog in the background eating her food. Rosie, you're being ridiculous, honey. There we go. I think that works. I don't think there's any, like, super visible seams, you know? Nice. Very nice. Now, the last thing I want to do is just kind of like add some waterfalls here. Yeah. Yeah. Good game. I still need to finish playing. I still need to finish playing Hogwarts Legacy. That, you know, came out, I think, like, over a year ago at this point. And I just still have not fucking... Like, I've touched it, have not finished it. You know, it's at that point, and I'm sure y'all have experienced this with RPGs before, where it's like, once you take a break, you kind of feel like you have to start over because you have no idea what's going on or how to play the game anymore. Some of you might be wondering about what I'm trying to do here. I am just trying to figure out, like, if I can give the impression of, like, water moving around it. I think the answer is that no. No, I cannot give that impression with the tools I have to work with here. I don't think so. I think it's gonna be just like appear very still here, you know? That's okay. Wait, why does it look weird here now? It looked fine earlier. What the fuck? It's doing it again. It's doing that thing that it was doing before. That's so weird. I don't know how to get it to, Oh, there we go. Why does it do that? That's so weird. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, it did again. What is happening? Did my game just crash? I think my game might have just crashed. Yeah, my game just crashed. Ugh. Well, that's it for building for today, I guess. Thanks to everyone who joined or for tuning in. Even if you're joining after the fact. And, you know, now you see a little bit of what to look forward to from me this month. Fingers crossed that I actually get this build done and can get this fucking water working. Yeah. Happy February. Bye.